Soft love, silent goodbye. The most memorable moments are from school days, they said. When her family moved to a new place, she was enrolled in one of the most well-known primary schools in town. The building was large and beautiful, painted in warm shades of brown, with vast compound grounds for sports and gatherings. There were bustling bazaars during events, students chatting outside the foyer, serene ponds reflecting the sky, and long verandas lined with gardens. The gardens were filled with countless shades of green, bordered with maroon plants and flowers of every color imaginable. It looked like a wonderland too beautiful to be real. The classrooms were enormous, with at least 4 sections for every grade. Everything felt grand, new, and full of possibility. The first morning arrived sooner than expected. She woke up early, excitement dancing in her chest. Still, her mind quietly wondered what awaited her new faces. New teachers, new rules. Change was never easy, but she knew she had to face it. She got ready in her pretty new uniform, packed her lunch lovingly prepared by her mother, took her parents' blessings and God's grace, and stepped out to begin a brand new journey. At school, she found her classroom, took her seat, and carefully placed her books on the desk. Days passed smoothly. She made a few friends, not many, but enough. She was content. She was strong. She participated in school campaigns, earned excellent grades, and slowly became a source of pride for her parents. Her years in primary school were astonishing and unforgettable. In her final year, something unexpected happened. A boy from the neighboring classroom began to notice her often too much. She noticed him too and understood what was happening. But she had heard he already had a girlfriend in his class. They even looked like a couple. Still, during the last week of school, she found herself admiring him. She smiled when he passed playful, flirty comments. She blushed whenever she walked past his classroom, feeling as though his eyes followed her everywhere. Then school ended, and the long holidays arrived. Life paused. There were no stolen glances, no blushing cheeks, no thoughts of him, at least not often. Those were simpler times. No mobile phones, no social media, no way to stay in touch, just distance and silence. During the holidays, the girl took up a part-time job in town. She earned $10 a day, small earnings, but they meant everything to her. The days passed quietly between work and tired smiles, yet her heart felt proud. By the end of the holidays, she had saved enough to buy her very first mobile phone, worth $80. It wasn't just a phone. It was a symbol of her hard work, independence, and the joy of earning something on her own for the first time. After the holidays, college began.
Dressed in white, carrying dreams of a fresh start, she walked into her new classroom, and there he was, right in front of her. Same room, same time, same eyes, same look. Oh, my God. They didn't smile. They didn't speak. The feeling was mutual, overwhelming, and unspoken, as everyone chose their seats. Only 2 desks remained together. How did it happen? Is this some miracle? With no other option, they sat side by side blushing. Their hearts smiled. Their cheeks flushed. They couldn't look at each other. They couldn't speak. All they could feel was how wildly their emotions were playing games with them. The first week was for settling in, but for them, it was about learning to breathe in the same space. Their feelings grew stronger each day quietly, rapidly, irresistibly than they ever expected. They learned to read each other's eyes. When one was absent, the other's gaze searched the room without realizing it. Young hearts, innocent and unguarded too green to understand love. Yet already falling into it. Not years, not months, not even weeks. Just a few days passed before they began. Playfully stealing each other's stationery. Small excuses to brush fingers. To feel hands touch for just a second longer. Sweet, soft, magical. They fell in love without a proposal. It simply happened. Wanting to see each other, sit together in every class. Choose the same groups, walk the same paths. Others noticed. Some teachers noticed too. But they were obedient, smart students, and no one interfered too much. They exchanged their mobile numbers. And without ever speaking about it, an unspoken rule was born: if you missed the other, you would give a missed call. Soon, her phone would light up with hundreds of missed calls from him, and she would do the same, smiling at the screen each time. They texted whenever they could, pouring their feelings into short messages. Sometimes they stayed on calls in complete silence, just listening to each other breathe, careful not to let anyone at home hear them. Even without words, they felt close connected in a way only young, hidden love understands. They shared one best friend, a blessing in disguise. He listened patiently as they poured out their feelings, fears, and happiness. Every Valentine's Day, they exchanged handwritten cards and small gifts. They were gentle with each other. No fights, no arguments. Just love talking, walking, studying together, smiling endlessly. And they had a secret. The boy carried a tiny black diary in his bag. The girl wrote messages in it, words filled with affection, hope, and warmth. He read them quietly and smiled. Then he replied, leaving words for her heart to find. A diary full of love. So innocent, so tender. They dated for years, growing together as they completed college. But life was never that simple. It was too early to decide a future. The girl faced struggles at home. Her parents worked tirelessly to provide for their children, and she saw their sacrifices. She helped them on the farm, carrying responsibility on shoulders far too young. They came from different worlds, and her family would never have accepted their love. She never wanted to break up, and she didn't, but one day, she lost contact with him. Life pulled her away to a relative's place. The pain stayed, silent and heavy. She shared it with no one. She learned to smile even when her heart ached. New struggles began. She wanted to give up, but she didn't. Carrying him quietly in her heart, she wished him well and continued living. Years passed. They grew up. They married other people. Life moved on untouched, a soft corner in their hearts. The same smile that appeared whenever they remembered those college days. That young, gentle love. They don't miss the pain anymore. They only miss the love they once held quietly, softly. They moved forward in life. Yet a small part of them still remembers how beautifully they loved and are still living in a silent, unspoken relationship which was never broken up.